So last class we finished the chapter 7. Okay. So chapter 7 is about the nutrients, health, fitness and all. What is the classification? How can we classify the food into two groups, Reina? How can we classify?
Nutrient based.
Sorry?
Nutrient based.
Based on nutrients, one more classification. Sir.
Physiological function.
Very good. Physiological functions. Which are the physiological functions, Sana? How can we classify? What are the 4 groups of physiological functions? The classification of food based on functions.
Energy giving food,
Energy giving food,
body building food,
body building foods, energy giving, body building, may I help?
Energy giving, bodybuilding, protecting.
One more. Regulatory nutrients. So these are the 4 nutrients. Sana, repeat. What is it?
energy giving, body building, regulating,
Protective nutrients. That is fruits and vegetables and all. Okay. Next one more. Regulatory nutrients. Regulatory nutrients that help you to regulate or maintain all your body functions. That is regulatory. Energy giving foods that provides you energy. Protective foods that provide protection and it improves your immune system and prevent diseases. Is it clear? Any doubts in that chapter? Any doubt, Reina? Fine. So let's move on to the chapter 8, that is adolescence. Adolescence nutrition and all. So in this chapter, we are going to learn the factors that are affecting the eating patterns, what are the eating disorders in adolescence, and the dietary habits and all. Okay. So take the page number 61. 61. What do you mean by adolescence? What is it?
The growth in physical and mental.
It's a period of, it's a transition period. Okay. It's a transition period from childhood to adulthood. Reina, switch on the camera. Is adolescent's nutritional needs increase or decrease? The nutritional needs increase or decrease during adolescence? Sana?
increase
Increase. What's the reason?
because to grow.
Because we are maturing, right? Our body functions and our body, all these are getting developed. So we need more amount of nutrients to work and to do all the daily activities. So we need more amount of nutrients in adolescence. The energy level, protein, fat, all these are, the RDA of an adolescent is increased when compared with the childhood. Okay, RDA means the estimated amount of a nutrient that we need per day. Is it clear? That is RDA, recommended dietary allowance. Okay, so during this adolescence, most of the adolescents have certain patterns, dietary patterns. Do you have any dietary patterns, Meghna?
No.
When compared with childhood, any changes in your food habits and all in adolescence?
I tried to eating the I not try to like chips and all. I reduced it, so I was eat like so much.
Okay,
So now
so you reduce the snacking. Then, Sana, what about you? Any change in your food habit? Right? Huh? Same as your childhood, right? No change. Do you include any new foods to your group, to your meal? Any new things? Any vegetables or anything? No. Same, okay. Reina?
same as, but I reduce eating fish. I use
Why?
I don't know. When I'm getting older, the smell, no, it's getting me kind of vomiting.
So you avoid fish. Okay, so there are certain patterns or our dietary patterns is changing during adolescence. Okay, so most of, have you all eaten breakfast today?
Yes.
Reina? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. So there are some adolescents who always miss their meals. This is one dietary pattern of adolescence. The missing of meals or skipping meals. Note down. What is it? One dietary pattern. That is skipping or missing meals. The number of meals the adolescents miss more when compared with other stages of life. Okay. Mainly the girls are skip this meals more when compared with boys. Okay. Girls have more probability to skip the meals. Why? Why is it so? Because we think that we can lose weight by reducing or skipping the breakfast and all. What are the main reasons that we usually skip breakfast? Reina, give any one reason. Why you skip breakfast?
Is the thing
Hmm?
the meal will be boring?
Okay. Next, Sana. So you need to cook. Okay. You need to cook according to your taste. Okay. So try to learn cooking. Sana, what's the reason?
Laziness,
Sorry.
lazy to eat.
Lazy to eat. Why is
Lazy.
it so?
Like if we don't like the food, we won't eat.
Desire to sleep in the morning?
Yeah.
Huh? What's the reason?
Yeah.
Meghna?
Sometimes there will be no time, like
Huh.
if continuous classes and all.
These are the three reasons that you usually skip the meals. Not only you, but also all the adolescents skip the meals. What is the reason? You can tick or underline there. Lack of time because of studies and all, or household activities. There is a practice of dieting to lose weight. They think that if they skip meals, they can easily lose their weight. That is the one reason. And again, desire to sleep longer in the morning. So they can easily skip the breakfast. Actually, breakfast is very important. Breakfast is considered as a brain food. Okay. If you skip your breakfast, you can't concentrate in your studies. You can't have proper energy throughout the day. Okay. So try to eat breakfast. Don't skip breakfast because it is called as a brain food. Breakfast is called as a brain food. It provides all your energy. So missing meal is a one dietary pattern that we can usually see in adolescents. What is the next pattern? Meghna, what is your dietary pattern in adolescence? You skip one thing. What is it? You avoid
Snacking.
snacking. So actually snacking has good and bad points. Adolescents are failed to eat 3 regular meals. So in this case, they can get energy from snacks, not like samosas and all. They can include fruits and vegetables, uncooked vegetables and all, just like as snacks. Okay, so they get more energy if they skip the meals. We have to eat 3 regular meals, right? So if anyone skip that kind of meals, the snacking provides energy for them. Okay, so snacking can be good or bad. Not the fast foods and all. Try to include the what? Try to include.
Fruits and uncooked vegetables.
Did you include that as a snack?
Actually,
Sana, do you have that habit? What about Reina? I need your answer. Huh?
Only fruits I used to eat.
Try to
And
include some vegetables. Any
like I
vegetable.
used to like being salad and all I used to have.
So try to include salads with a meal in your lunch or dinner anytime. Okay. Then next is eating out. Eating out means, Sana, what is eating out? Eating out,
Eating when we go out,
which means, what do we eat?
like small snacks, like
Small snacks means
chips
and
or
all.
something.
Bingo, kurkure. Try to avoid all that, okay? What about Meghna? Which is your most favorite chips?
Kurkure, Cheetos.
You are a nutritious student. So try to avoid all that things, okay? So eating out means the fast foods that we eat. Mainly in the case of fast foods are relatively inexpensive and the service is very fast. So we have more probability to reach the or eat the fast foods. So try to avoid fast food. So during adolescence, there is a pattern of eating out. Why? Why is it so? Because we spend most of our times with peers, right? Rather than family, we spend most of your time with friends and all. So there is more chance to eating out. So try to eat or ask for a juice rather than soft drinks. Try to make some changes in your dietary patterns. The next is non-traditional eating pattern. What is it? Non-traditional eating patterns. What does it mean? As the name says, what is it? Non-traditional eating patterns. Reina, answer. I need your answer. Non-traditional.
Every food we eat is like a different manner.
Hmm.
Non-traditional.
Do you like sadhya?
Yeah.
Sana? Snehama
Yes,
likes
ma'am.
sadhya. Meghna?
Yes.
But sometimes we avoid sadhya and eat fast foods like oily foods. Hmm? We avoid sadhya. Sadhya is a traditional food, right? So we avoid this kind of if you consume a sadhya, you get lots of nutrients, right? In sadhya, each curry is in small amounts. So you get almost all the nutrients from sadhya. So that is a traditional food. We avoid those kind of foods and we go behind the fried items and all, shawarma and all. Hmm? Raina? What is it? Next one. Next eating pattern is, so we learned about missing meals. Missing breakfast is very common in girls rather than boys. We think that we can lose weight by missing the meals. And next is snacking. Snacking can be positive or negative, but try to include fruits and vegetables as your snacks. Then eating out. Eating out means go out for eating like fast foods and all. That comes under eating food. Mainly these fast foods, the service is very fast, but it contain less amount of fiber. Okay. So there is more chance to have constipation and all. If you consume any fried items, try to include more amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet. Okay, is it clear? Then disordered eating. Disordered eating means some psychological condition we eat, doesn't eat right. That is a situation, or we eat more. Meghna, what is it?
Like when we are sick, sometimes we eat very low.
Next, Sana.
When there is any special food like biryani, we eat more.
So we eat more. Then Reina. Think that if you are very worried or you are in a fear, so do you eat more or less?
I eat less.
Less. Sana, do you eat more or less? Actually, I eat more when I get stressed. Sana,
Less.
less. Meghna,
It depends on, I don't know.
depends on. Yeah. Sometimes you excess amount of food you have, otherwise lesser amount. It's according to your mood. That is disordered eating. There is no balance in eating. That is disordered eating. Hmm? Next is dieting. Dieting is a fashion, right? Do you think so? Dieting is a fashion, Reina?
Yeah, but it is mostly taken in women's side. It's taken as a fashion.
Hmm.
Being diet is kind of something
We are in
fashionable.
diet, right? Hmm? Then Sana, what about you? Do you think dieting is a fashion in this scenario?
Most of them diets like adolescent. Most of them diets.
It's common, right? It's common. It's a common eating pattern. What about Meghna? What do you think about dieting? Is it good or bad?
It's
Everything in moderate is okay, right?
sometimes they don't eat anything, only water. I have seen somebody. They boast about I am dieting keto and all.
but actually it creates an adverse effect. Try to include good foods or avoid the carbohydrate rich foods and include more fruits and vegetables if you want to lose your weight. Does anyone in this group avoid eggs? Hmm? Actually, during my adolescence, I avoid eggs because it creates pimples. Hmm? Raina, do you experience that?
Really, but I don't really like eggs. I never used to have like I used to have omelette bullseye, not a full egg.
Okay. Sana, what about you? Did you feel any change if you eat eggs and all?
Yeah, I used to get pimples, but I never
So,
avoided
avoided.
it.
During my adolescence, I am very conscious about my pimples. So I completely avoid the eggs. But now, there is no scenes. So what are the dietary patterns in adolescence? Who wants to
Diet,
answer? Hmm.
snacking, disorder eating,
Hmm.
non-traditional eating,
Hmm.
skipping meals,
Hmm. Sana, help.
Dieting.
Dieting. Actually, what is dieting? We manage the consumption of our food or we avoid certain kinds of foods. You can write down. Dieting means managing consumption of food and drink. It can be food or a drink. Managing consumption of food and drink with the intent to lose or maintain weight. With the intention to lose or maintain weight. It can be for losing or to maintain weight. Why are you smiling, Reina? Just kidding. Did you write, Reina? Read what is dieting.
Manage the consumption of food and drink.
Hmm. Then,
Then you say
Sana, read. Complete the definition, Reina. Sana. Hmm.
Managing consumption of food and drink with an intention to lose or maintain weight.
Okay. So these are the dietary patterns that are commonly seen in adolescence. Snacking, fast foods, include more amount of fast foods rather than fruits and vegetables. Then disordered eating, dieting. These are the some common patterns of eating that is commonly seen in adolescence. Okay. Next, we are going to learn the factors that affecting the eating behavior. There are certain factors that affecting eating behavior. Take the page number 65. Okay. There are certain factors that affecting eating behaviors. Which are they? There are 4 factors that affect our eating behavior. It can be the eating behavior of a child or it can be the eating behavior of adolescents. There are some factors that affecting what is it, Sana? There are some factors that affecting.
Eating behavior.
Which are they? The first one is individual differences. First is individual differences. Second is social environment or social differences. Third is physical environment. And the fourth one is macro system. These are the 4 factors that affecting our eating behavior. Which are they? Individual influences, social environment, physical environment, and macro system. In individual influences means the personal influences. Okay. Individual influences means the personal influences that are related to a particular individual or a particular person. Which are they? Biological factors. Biological factors means it can be depends upon hunger, taste, and all. Biological. Hmm? Example for the example for the biological influences: hunger. So in individual differences, there are 4 factors that affecting, that is biological factors. Biological factors means it is related to particularly the body of the person. That is hunger and all. That is a biological function. And next is behavioral. Can you give an example for behavioral influence? Meghna, behavioral. Hmm.
Like stressed, upset,
Our food preferences and our beliefs, these are the behavioral factors. Behavioral factors like, just note down the key points, okay? In individual differences, you have biological factors that affect the eating behavior. Biological factors means hunger and all. Next is behavioral. Behavioral means the food preferences and beliefs. Food preferences and beliefs. Behavioral. Then psychological. Psychological means we eat according to our moods and all, like stress, happy. That is psychological. So these are the psychological factors that affecting eating behavior, stress, moods and all. And the last one is economic status, like income and all. Economic means our income and cost. We need money to buy food, right? So that is an individual difference. Sana, what are the individual factors that are affecting the eating behavior? List that factors with an example.
Economic status like income,
Right?
then biological factors like hunger, taste,
Good.
then
What about behavioral?
psychological, uh, behavioral, like
Sorry, behavioral.
behavioral,
Beliefs. Our beliefs, food
belief,
preferences, all these are the behavioral factors that are affecting our eating behavior. And one more is psychological. Psychological means,
psychological, according to our mood, stress, happy, like that.
okay, fine. Next is social environment. Social environment means it is related with others, not only individual or a person, it is related with others. That is called as social environment. Mainly the parents and peers is a main reason for changes in our eating pattern. For an example, in the case of parents, if the parents do not eat some kind of vegetables, then the child also not ready to consume that, right? That is an example. Is it clear, Reina? If the parents are not ready to eat a particular vegetable, then in the family, they are not buy that vegetable, and so the interest is transferring to the next generation. That is the influence by parents out. And in the case of peers, I told you that we spend most of our time with, not in family, but with the peers. So there is maybe the chance to get influenced by peers. The food patterns of peers can be transferred into ourselves. So social environment means parents and peers. The influence from the parents and influence from the peers. That is a social environment. Is it clear? Next is physical environment. Physical environment means it's the ease of obtaining foods like home delivery and all. Okay, physical environment. If home delivery, all these are the physical environments. So it's very easy to get food, right? If the food is delivered into home, it's very easy to get that food. That is physical environment. The ease of obtaining foods. Physical environment means the ease of obtaining foods. The one more is there, that is macro system. What is macro system? Macro system, in the macro system, that is most important one, that is media. We are very influenced by media, right? The advertisements or the ads, the TV shows. So all these also influence the eating patterns of a teenager or an adolescent. Is it clear? Just learn the factors that affecting the eating behavior. There are certain factors that affect everyone's eating behavior. Which are they? Individual factors, social factors, physical factors, and Macro system. Macro systems means the medias and all. Okay. So media is a factor that affect our eating behavior. Sometimes the parents and peers can influence our eating patterns, our hunger, our beliefs, our food patterns, food preferences, the moods. All these are the factors that affecting our eating behavior. So, what are the dietary patterns in adolescence, Reena? Dietary patterns in adolescence.
Skipping meals,
Hmm.
dieting, eating disorder,
Hmm,
uh,
hmm, hmm, hmm.
eating disorder.
No.
Uh, um,
Right. Disordered eating. Right. Continue. Not eating disorder. Okay. Disordered eating. Both are different.
okay. Then snacking.
Hmm.
Then
Fast foods or eating out. Okay.
eating out.
Then, Sana, list any 2 factors that affect your eating patterns.
Individual influences,
Hmm. In individual influences, what all factors that affect? Individual factors.
behavioral
Hmm.
factors, then psychological factors, then economical status,
Hmm.
then biological factors.
Biological, behavioral, psychological, and economic status. Then,
Then
Meghna, other factors that affecting the eating behaviors.
Macro system
Macro system like medias and all. Then,
has influences, and social environment like parents and peers,
which
and,
means our eating pattern can be influenced by parents or
and
peers.
peers.
Then,
Physical environment,
physical environment like the ease of delivery of food, like home delivery, Swiggies, and all. That is physical environment. Okay. Then the next very important topic, that is eating disorders. Eating disorders. What do you mean by eating disorders? Actually, eating disorder is a serious psychiatric illness. Okay. What is an eating disorder? Eating disorders are life threatening psychiatric disorders. It's very serious. Not the disordered eating. Okay. Okay, Reena, both are different. So, eating disorders are life threatening psychiatric disorders. Life threatening psychiatric disorders. Severely distributed eating behaviors. That's it. Eating disorders are potentially life-threatening psychiatric disorders. Okay, it is a life-threatening disorder. Eating disorders. Okay, these eating disorders are frequently appears in adolescents or in teens. These eating disorders are mainly starts during the time of adolescence or in the teenage. Most commonly, these eating disorders are starts in adolescence. So here you need to learn 2 important eating disorders. That is anorexia nervosa. What is it? Anorexia nervosa. Did you learn? Did you learn this, Reena? Did you learn this topic? Answer the question. Did you learn or not?
I don't know. I think so. I have maybe. I don't remember it.
Fine. Sana,
No,
Meghna? No. Okay. So there are 2 kinds of eating disorders, that is anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. What is it? Anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa. These are the 2 types of eating disorders that are commonly seen in adolescents. Note down. Anorexia nervosa. Actually, what do you mean by anorexia nervosa? There are some physical, fine, fine. In anorexia nervosa is most commonly starts or the onset is in early to middle adolescence. Okay. Mainly this anorexia nervosa, this disease happens during the early to middle adolescence. It starts in early adolescence. What are the physical signs of anorexia nervosa? A person with anorexia nervosa, you can see this picture, right? She is extremely thin, right? So anorexia nervosa means a person with anorexia nervosa is very thin. They are extremely thin and rapid loss of weight is there, loss of menstruation, and they always complains about constipation and nausea. These are the physical signs of anorexia nervosa. If a person with anorexia nervosa is extremely thin and they always complain about nausea and constipation, they have loss of menstrual period, and this stage, that is anorexia nervosa, is basically begins at early adolescence. Try to note these points, okay? The physical signs. Physical signs of anorexia nervosa. The stages basically starts from early to middle adolescence. They, according to their look, they are extremely thin. They are extremely thin, and they always have a complaints of nausea and constipation. Nausea and constipation.
What is nausea? Nausea and constipation.
What can I say? The tiredness, or we feel, what is that? Not feeling healthy. There are some conditions that we faint and all, right? Like constipation means difficulty in passing stool. That is constipation. Is it clear? Sometimes we have the difficulties. If we eat more fast foods and all, we have some difficulty to pass the stool. That is constipation. Okay. So in this condition, they feel that actually they are really thin, but they feel that they are very fat. So they refuse to eat. This is the situation or the condition. In anorexia nervosa means actually they are really thin. You can see this picture, right? Actually they are very thin, but they feel that they are overweight. So they always refuse to eat. Is it clear, Sana? The person is very thin, but they always feel that they are very overweight, so they refuse to eat. But they are very obsessed about food. They cook food for others, but they refuse to eat. This is a serious condition. The person loses a rapid weight. You can see these kind of persons have a rapid loss of weight. Okay. They exercise excessively, not the normal exercise. In order to lose weight, they feel that they are very overweight. So they do more exercise, or they do very, very hard exercises to lose weight. Is it clear? In anorexia nervosa, the person is actually very thin, but they feel that they are very fat. So they refuse to eat and they do over exercising. It creates lots of health issues. Is it clear? Any doubts, Reina?
No, ma'am.
Is it confusing, Meghna?
No.
Sana?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So what is anorexia nervosa? The next one we can learn the next class. Bulimia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa. Give 1 point, Reina. Actually, what do you mean by anorexia nervosa? The person or the individual is very thin, but they feel that they are very fat or they are overweight. So they refuse to eat, but they cook for others, but they refuse to eat. That is a condition, anorexia nervosa. What are the physical signs of a person having anorexia nervosa, Reina? Give 2 points.
They will be extremely thin
They will be extremely thin. According to their look wise, they are very thin.
and rapid weight loss.
Rapid weight loss.
And
Sana,
Loss of menstruation cycle.
missing of menstruation is there because they have no proper amount of nutrients, right? They don't eat. Then, Meghna.
They
Starts from early to middle adolescence.
So this condition is usually happens from early adolescence. That's from 12 or 13 to 15 and all. Okay, this condition is mainly seen in that age group. Is it clear? Any doubts? Okay, so we'll meet in the next class. Learn the chapter 3, okay? The physical and biological science.